Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX. So AVAX was really suffering here in the last couple of weeks. It dropped down significantly together with Terra Luna, and I had to go to the higher level wave count because the previously rather bullish scenario, which was at the time the primary scenario, got invalidated when AVAX dropped actually below $53. Yeah. It was already very unlikely, or it got less likely that this still would work out when we dropped below that green target area and then we moved up. It was still possible, but then we had an engulfing red candle here, and that was already a first message. And then as soon as we dropped below that invalidation point, it dropped from up here, which was at $53. Well, it dropped 60%. And there you can see the power of stop losses. Yeah, that is why I mentioned these invalidation points as well, because if a certain scenario doesn't work out, a stop loss would have protected anyone from a 60% loss. Therefore, especially in the current market environment, if you are not willing to hold through potential significant price drops, then use a stop loss. Yeah, that is very important. Now, it then moved into the next target range. So first of all, I can take that out because it wasn't validated anyway. Now it has dropped here into this new target range below the, or in the 88.7, or within the 88.7% fib level at $25 and the 78.6 at $39. This is the area where the price should ideally find a turnaround point. Yeah, because it is again another wave 1, 2 it's doing here. It has to be that. If it's not, it yeah, wouldn't end well for AVAX. I can tell you that. It wouldn't end well. To keep it short, it could end like Terra Luna, but let's just be positive here and we hope it will. It is here a wave 1, 2 and another wave 1, 2. To hold that, it needs to at least, well, at the minimum, it would need to hold above $9.50. That is the beginning of that wave count. If it drops below that, I have to come to the conclusion that all of this was just a corrective structure, something that you would normally not see, where this here was a wave 1, and then you have some weird A, B, C, even though this would then overshoot massively, and I find that highly unlikely. But it is also, what is concerning a little bit is how strongly this did come down here. But for now, we are holding within that area. We're holding in the area, and even if we drop down once more to $9.54, which is really that beginning of the wave, as long as we hold above that and can start to move higher when other cryptos are doing that as well, I wouldn't be massively concerned. But AVAX needs to do something soon here. It came down very impulsively. Not very happy with that. The overall chart structure looks also strange. It looks completely different, for example, to a V-chain, yeah, a chain link, for example, a Bitcoin, things that we'd normally expect from a chart structure. And again, that might be, it just looks strange. And I have to tell you, it looks completely different than many other cryptos. And what is concerning, just a little bit, is that Terra Luna had a similar chart structure and AVAX, so they moved very close together. Yeah, of course AVAX didn't die, but it also did fall very much. Anyway, as long as it is holding this level, it's fine. I would really hope it holds here that $25 level, but I don't think it will. I think we are going to see another move down, and the next major support that we have is unfortunately that $9.50 level. Now, if it drops below that, there isn't much left. There isn't much left. Yeah. Until now, however, it is it is looking like that we are forming here some kind of a bearish flag. So similar to what many other cryptos are doing as well at the moment, have that flag pole here, pretty much what we had here as well, a flag pole and a flag. Do that same stuff here again, and we can go to the 4-hour chart, zoom in a little bit, and you can see the same structure that you can currently see across the crypto market. Some kind of a bearish flag, bearish pennant, ascending wedge, or rather triangle here in this case, where you would expect a trend continuation from that. What we definitely can see is that the volume is reducing a little bit, and that we're moving into an apex of a triangle. There isn't much more space, and I guess the next few hours, maybe next couple of days, will decide in which direction this is breaking out, because we are coming down so strongly and we have been consolidating in that triangle. We would normally expect a move to the downside. First support would be here, the lower support, the 88.7% fib level. That is pretty much the beginning of the triangle as well, at around about $24.50. And yeah, I would say below that, it is really that $9.50 level. I think if we lose this 88.7 level, then we can drop quite strongly. Should we move up from here, short-term upside always possible. Resistance levels are $39, and the next one here would be the $50 level. Also from an Elliott wave point of view, I would believe that we are currently here in a larger wave 2, that this was probably also a wave 3, this here currently being a wave 4, similar to what many other cryptos are doing as well. And then in a last wave 5 down, we would then complete that second wave. That is currently how I see here AVAX. Looking at the indicators on the daily, we can see that we have on the ADX still a very, very strong downtrend. So this is not slowing down at all. Let me make a little bit larger here. Very, very huge downtrend. Yeah, so far away from any kind of bullish crossover. Here, a little bit concerning on the RSI as well. No bullish divergence at all. So we are still making lower lows here on the RSI, massively oversold, but all that means is that we are in a very strong downtrend. The MACD is starting to reduce negative momentum. That is a glimmer of hope. So when that is playing out, there could be short-term upside potential possible. I don't think the low is in. One reason is the Elliott wave count. The other reason is the way we have come down in that downtrend, and we have really seen very weak bullish signals so far. The 4-day chart here on the MACD, it is pushing down very, very strongly. And as long as that is not turning around, and that is the same situation for all cryptos, until that is not really turning around, and ideally we see some kind of a bullish divergence, which we will not see here because it is actually making a lower low, which is very bearish, which is concerning, I'm very honest with you. But as long as we don't see this turn around and possibly see a bullish crossover coming, I'm not very confident to talk about the low being in for the crypto market. I mean, to wait here until we make a bullish crossover would mean that we've made already massive gains. But yeah, that is why it's a bit concerning that we're actually making a lower low here on the MACD. Oh, that's the weekly, sorry. Now let's go to the 4-day chart, but it's a similar story. Let's see how the 4-day chart is looking like. Here we are, okay, potentially starting to turn around. So there is a bit of hope here that if we turn around now or very soon, we could actually see a slight bullish divergence here on the 4-day MACD. So the 4-day MACD is not looking that bad. The weekly MACD is looking quite concerning. And overall, there's a few glimmers of hope here. For example, the possible bullish crossover on the daily MACD. But overall, the bullish signals overall, yet they are still too weak. As soon as I see here something where it makes sense to really outline a bullish scenario, I will do. As long as at the moment I can't see it yet. What we need to see really is a first bullish move up. What is happening here looks very corrective. So I would expect another dip. From here then the price would have a chance to make an impulse up, which would consist of 5 waves. And as soon as I can see the first impulse, which would ideally be followed by a corrective wave down, ABC, 3-wave structure, then I will of course make you aware, because then we can be turning around. AVAX from the chart structure at the moment and the way it came down, one of the cryptos I'm more concerned about, even though it's holding the 88.7% fib level at the moment. But I'm a bit concerned about AVAX not looking good, and that is mainly because of the chart structure. And the chart structure, because it resembled so much the Terra Luna chart structure. Okay, anyway, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership and maybe even the trading course I'm currently offering on morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.